Hello guys, this is Kong. It's been a while since I've done a um, trailer review or trailer analyze. So check this out. I watched this a few times, but I decided to give it a shot and give you guys my thought. All right. So let's start from the beginning here. I wish I could turn this up a little louder. Okay. Anyway. Thor, I like the way how this I guess I would say soul, how they're like the orange light up in their mouth and eye. It's gotta be hell. That's what I'm thinking. And if you can go back a little bit, see it's like the mouse is moving, so they're live. They're like not live, but they're I guess live. They know something is there. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Now I know what you're thinking. How did this happen?
I don't know, man. It's pretty sexy, I gotta say. I mean, down to the head, up to the hip. It seems like her outfit is really torn up right here. There you go. Thor throws it and she holds it.
It's a long story.
It's really pretty, actually. And I actually like the and I really like this shot. It's really, I want to say, really Zack Snyder-ish esque. I love the background. I don't know if it's actually the moon or the sun in the back, and just her headdress is just beautiful. I mean, and she's just. The only thing that kind of bothers me is this shot here. I mean, I thought it was Loki when I first saw it, but then I'm like, wait, it can't be Loki. It got, it's so, and I realized that it's actually Hela. So.
Asgard is dead.
I mean, it looks like Thor is suffering some, not suffering, but he is sustaining some heat from the, I guess, supposedly the damage that Hela unleashed on Asgard. So we would assume that he is on Asgard during this event. Getting thrown off. Oh, sorry about that.
Hi there.
And man, I like this shot. This shot is really beautiful to me. It's very picturesque, really Zack Snyder-ish, very Nolan, really it's beautiful artwork. I want to say that it's one of those pieces where you want to hang on the wall. And that's what I like about this, because it's behind the over the shoulder, and you have Hela here. She's standing in midair, and you have, I want to say this, Tessa. It could be the other Valkyrie, Sif. That's what I'm thinking. Sif. That's what I'm thinking of. And the blade here looks kind of blue on one side. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they shot it, but. And the Pegasus, the horse with wing. I mean, it's just very beautiful. I mean, you think about the rule of third, you know. I mean, they almost got the rule of third, but you get what I'm saying. It's like the center is Hela right here, and then they have this beautiful background, and even the fur look really real. I mean, look like bird feather, and they got that really nailed down. I mean, that's the thing you should notice, or you should take in consideration, especially when you have a big budget movie. You want things to feel real, even though it's not real. It's feel real. I mean, you look like at these feather. I mean, I mean, I it feel real. It looked real because I remember the reason I say that because when I was younger, I had pigeons, and that's how I know that these fur look real and it look fluffy, you know. And just the way they shot, like it looked like they're descending upon her. So, and this shot is just beautiful to me. And I don't know if she's throwing the knife at him or what is she doing, but I love the whole dark eye, being black around her eye, and you can sort of see her eye I supposedly glow, and her teeth and her headdress, the whole darkness around her. I really like that. It's a really nice theme for the scene. And see again here is very Zack Snyder, really 300. I mean, it's just the slow mo, and it's a really beautiful slow mo. And you can tell everybody is falling from grace, so to speak. It's really beautiful. This is very like a if I were her, it's like one of those moments where you remember forever because you got beaten by Hela and you're falling down to the ground or falling down to your death basically, you know. So it's really beautiful at the same time, but really sad, really bad, you know. Like, I mean, even let me just go back. You see how the feather is like there's light coming through it, and to me, it's telling me that the special effect team really pay attention to everything, the whole the lighting, the lighting, the whole the natural, I guess, the way how things act in a natural world. Asgard, and as you can tell, these are portals, so to speak. And these ships remind me a lot of Star Wars, and I sort of kind of got that feel from here. You got a little bit of Guardian of the Galaxy, but it's not really Guardian of the Galaxy because you know it's Thor, and he's being dragged. I don't know. She just, to me, feel like I think she's Valkyrie. I feel like she's doesn't have that present, that female present, that you know, the command of the scene or the movie, kind of like Hela with Kate Blanchett. You know, she has it. You know, where here she's like, to me, I feel like she's unsure. You know.
What have you brought today? Tell me.
Jeff Goldblum, and then I wonder what's up with these sort of painting, or maybe they're just cosmetic. I don't know.
A contender.
It looked like these this minion here. I think it's Idris Elba. You see how she have the, I guess, supposedly the horn of Hela. So I want to say this is Hela minion, so to speak. So I like that, the green. I always wonder how they do green on green. It's just like almost you almost never want to do that, but it's like CG in, so I guess it's fine, And his eye is very golden, so to speak. It's very gold. I mean, that's kind of cool eye. I mean, that's kind of like, remind me of the It. It's not It, but he's that gold color eye. Scourge, Carl Urban, and this looked like an OM16 for a World War II era. No, not World War II. I mean, from the Vietnam era, maybe a little around there. And he's shooting Judge Dredd. That's what I thought. When I saw this, I'm like, Judge Dredd. I mean, you can't even tell that's Carl Urban. I mean, it's just one of those, there's few actors who could play different role, and you can't really tell it's them. You know, one example would be Johnny Depp. I mean, obviously he have a lot of makeup on, but you can't tell that it's Johnny Depp. And Carl Urban here, I mean, you can't even tell that that's him. And same with Judge Dredd. You can't. I mean, even though he's covered up, but you can't really tell that that's Judge Dredd or that's the guy who he played in Star Trek. You know, it's like he, manifests or live the characters. You know, and that's so few actors or actress can really do that, pull that off. Here it's like, I see the execution. I don't see a Carl Urban. That's really unique about actor who can pull that off. And this is probably one of my favorite, I want to say aerobatic combat. I mean, I have some favorite one, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Hero, there's Ip Man, and there's few, but this is probably really gymnastic, really it got that Chinese, not the Chinese, but the Asian martial art to it. I mean, well, watch it. I'll tell you what I mean. Look at that. I mean, that's just. I wish I could slow mo. Let me just. I'll speed that and let me go maybe 5 here. Oh man. I mean, so she does a flip. Flip, but then she spin. I mean, that's something you don't really see in, I guess, the Western cinema. You see more of the Asian cinema fighting style because it's really different. When you look at the Westerners, where brute force fighting, or raw, gritty. Where the Asian movies fighting is really fluid, very majestic, very flamboyant. Not flamboyant, but very, tippy-toeing, kind of like Crouching Tiger. They jump. But here, it's just really that it's not really an Asian martial art, but you could tell they got a little hint of it. I mean, just the way she flipped. I mean, that's just. Beautiful. I wish that more superhero would, I guess, not participate, but show more of their agility, especially the hero who can really move and flip and go like Wolverine. I always wanted him to like do a backflip. I mean, I don't know that you're gonna see that or a front flip or a that sort of thing, show their agility of moving. And that shot is, I mean, how beautiful is shot. I mean, you get a great ass shot, but that's just me. But beside the point is there you go, Tom Hiddleston, Loki.
It's main event time. It's main event.
And you notice it's green. And that what I like about this is that it's when you do a storytelling you forebode or you get hint what's gonna come in visual or narrative or in symbol. And this green really obviously is the Incredible Hulk, but that's a really unique and festival way to introduce the character in a gladiatorial arena. So I like that, and I like the stadium. It looked real. It looked realistic, convincing. I believe it.
It's main event time.
And you look here, okay. So the height of the door. I want to just say something about it when we get to the next scene. So you look, just keep eye on how tall Thor is, and the height of the door. So the door is about twice the height. So let's just say Thor is about 6'8". Okay, let's just say that. I'm making it up. I don't know what his actual height mean, I'm sure I could look it up, but bear with me, okay? Coming out. I don't know what he's looking at, but I think he's checking out his bicep. He's like, all right, let's see what this baby can do. You know, I've been doing some push-up, but beside a joke, you know, I do that too. You know, I'm like checking my bicep, see how I look. But you know, you gotta check out your work. You know, I work out, so I want to see my progress. So let's keep watching here. Doors open. This really remind me of like helmet. You know how like you ride motorcycle and you put the visor on. That's kind of that idea, but cool. I like it. I kind of miss his traditional helmet though, but I'm okay with this. You see how tall the Hulk is? How big it is? I mean, he's literally taller than the door. I mean, he's crouching over. So, I'm just saying, like, okay, let me pull a Thor and Avenger fight scene, alright? So here, this one right here. Okay, you see how he's like, if he were to stand, if the Hulk were to stand, he'd probably be maybe up to Hulk chest, you know, maybe below the chest. But here, he's literally like twice the height of Thor. I mean, from this scene here. Okay, we go back. Okay, so let's just go back here. Maybe it's just an illusion. You see how he's literally standing right there at the door. At the door, right here. Okay, right here, and that's about... He's about half the height of the door. And you compare here, and this is the Avengers first one. And, I mean, you look at here, if you were to, you know, step up, maybe about below the chest, right?
I give you your incredible.
I mean, he's freaking tall, freaking huge. I mean, I remember when Mark Ruffalo was saying when the hulks out, really Hulk out. I mean, in this scene, he's really big. He's really tall. I mean, this reminds me a lot of the Ang Lee Hulk. I mean, the Ang Lee Hulk was big. I mean, he was tall. I mean, he was like maybe twice, maybe 3 times the height of the normal human. I mean, this is twice Thor. I mean, he's freaking huge. Really tall too. I mean, to like literally to smash the door like that and cause damage, that's takes a lot of I love that. It just, to me, it's so funny, you know. It's just like, you know, he's like, Thor's like, oh man, I'm gonna go against someone who can, I'm gonna fight, I might die, I might not survive this fight, you know, people are watching, and then you see the Hulk, he's like, thank goodness, I have some luck, you know, someone who's very powerful, strong, who I know that who will be my, you know, my, not my partner, but my someone who can help me fight in the scene, and he just elated, you know, he just like, thank goodness. Something had came out of this this whole situation, and I was just watching some of the other trailers and reviews, and they were saying, "Oh, this guy here looked like one of the Celestial, and this guy here one of the Celestial." This whole, to me, this whole I guess it's a set piece here is really really colorful, really beautiful, very light. I really like that because it shows that they're one, they're out of space and it's gonna be different culture, different design, different take, different theme, and different take on a lot of things. So I like this. It's just really beautiful colors, and this sofa is just, why is it so long? But it doesn't really matter. But I like that Goldblum is there. Tom Hiddleston is on the other. His to his to the my right, I guess, and to Jeff Blum's left. He's just like, oh crap. It's like he's betting on something. He's like, oh man, it's not gonna turn out the way I want it. And Jeff Blum was like, okay, what's going on here? They're puzzled. You can tell they're puzzled. He's like, oh shit. He's like, what's going on?
We know each.
This person look like what's that one guy? Charlie Mason? No, not Charlie Mason. Is it Charlie Mason? But whatever. The whole eyes and the look kind of remind me of that. But that's just me kind of staring at, looking at it.
Each other. He's a friend from work. Oh, come.
You can tell he got a little hint of Mark Ruffalo's. And you see there's some I guess those wear on the helmet and on the shoulder armor. So it's, to me, it's like, where's the hammer and the other the axe? So is it after I got the whole scene, the whole fight? This is like maybe the beginning or maybe the 1/3 into it, because you don't see the axe. This is a great shot. Yeah, right here. I mean, he's huge. I mean, he's really tall. I mean, granted, he's probably, probably about to the, mid-ab, maybe, Thor. I don't know. I dig it. I mean, I really do.
We
like
know
it.
each other.
I give you your incredible.
I just want to. Yeah, I mean, the costume look real. I mean, they look like. I mean, they showed it at Comic-Con last year, and it looked real. The way the lightings is everything. I mean, this color of green is really nice. I mean, the shade of green, it doesn't really matter. It's about the characters, to me at least. Great way to intimidate your opponent, so to speak. Really good way though. You just like. The whole crowd was like, "What the heck going on here?" Jack Oakley.
We know each other. He's a friend from work. Oh, come
I want to say that might be the fight of the century. Not the fight of the century, but you get what I'm saying. It's probably one of the more of the fight that won't be hold back. I hope so, because in the comic book, Thor and Hulk really go at it sometime, and I feel like in the Avenger and in the Age of Ultron, when he was the Hulk was fighting the Hulk Buster. I mean, yes, he was under the influence of Scarlet Witch, but I mean, it didn't really show the whole savage side of it. I wish they really did. You get to see like him just tearing thing through, and then the fight with the Buster armor. Yeah, he could withstand it, but it didn't feel. You didn't feel the impact with the scary side of the Hulk, and kind of lower lighted. And that's the thing about Marvel is that they're really light, they're really fun, they're really thing. Kind of wish they show a little bit more of the brutal side or the savage side of the Hulk when he's like there's no banner in his head, And I kind of wish. I'm hoping. I don't really care if it's you don't see any Savage Hulk here. I mean, he is Savage Hulk, but we'd like to see some, some punches, some real punches, some real, hand to hand. I mean, obviously it's gonna be hand to hand combat, weapon combat, but I really want to see, the whole lay some SmackDown, and I would say the same for Thor, because these are the two that can really, go at each other really. That's why they're not in Civil War because, if you have Hulk on one side, obviously the other side you're gonna lose, or you got Thor on one side's gonna lose. But so that's why, and I would the reason I'm going. I mean, I want to see Thor. Obviously, I like the first one. I gotta say, the second one was kind of like, yeah, okay. And the third one here, it seemed like maybe the third time's the charm. Maybe they might hit a home run. To me, it feel like they're gonna hit a home run for me because it's funny. I like the color, the set. The bringing Hulk along. I mean, this is gonna be hopefully great. And this is a director who supposedly I never heard of him and make great comedy movies. So I'm excited. November is a long time away, but it's gonna go by, and definitely gonna see this at the IMAX theater for sure, just for the sheer sound effect, the sheer visual effect, and just to go watch it with other people, and in the theaters. And this is probably one of my most anticipated movies, along with Wonder Woman, Justice League, what else? Blade Runner. There's some other ones, but this is probably one of my most anticipated one because I'm a big Marvel fan. I like Marvel. I mean, I like DC too, but DC tend to be a little bit more dark, and I don't mind dark. And the Batman versus Superman was kind of dark, and I was okay with it, but some lightness would be be fun, because in real life there are some moments that are funny or humorous, so to speak. Not all things are all dark and sad and deep, and obviously Batman's is kind of like that. But it's also good to see dark side of not a dark and deeper side of thing, kind of like Logan when you worry. It's like great performance. I'm glad that they made a rated R Logan. I'm waiting for a rated R Thor. I mean, just imagine if you see a rated R Hulk, like the comic book The Last Man. That would be interesting to see, or something kind of explore his the Hulk's turmoil, or his something. It'd be nice to see, where the Hulk is really brutal. I mean, that's just I like to me. I guess I like to see something different, and this is definitely different from the rest. That's what I like about Ant-Man, Guardian of the Galaxy. It's not like the Avenger. And it's just definitely got its own kind of flavor, its own little spices and tastes. I guess that's how I would explain movies that are unique. Logan's definitely one of them. Ant-Man. There's just Doctor Strange, definitely a different one, a different take. That's why I want to see movies that are different from the normal, plot. Like Deadpool is totally different. It's like, they made a lot of money with going rated R, and it's made a ton of money really. So that's kind of like it's, to me it seemed like Marvel was kind of the more fun, and and this is, yes, obviously it's fun and great. And I definitely want to go see it. So I'm kind of rambling here on and on, but I like the trailer a lot. I really do. Um, I don't know. I sort of don't want to see any more trailers because this trailer is really good and it's kind of like doesn't tell you anything. And I mean, you get bits and hints of what's going on, but you don't get a whole shitload of stuff, you know. And you're like, oh, they just gave me the story in a whole 2 minutes. And to me, it's like I almost say this is a really probably the best trailer, and I probably don't want to see any more trailers because I want to be surprised. I want to be impressed. So my advice is maybe don't watch any more trailers for this movie. So just so that way the anticipation will be a lot higher, and you may be disappointed or not. But that's what I thought. So what do you guys think of my analysis of this trailer? So what did you think? Did you like my thought, my insight, my analysis of this movie, of the trailers? What do you guys think of the trailers? Leave the comment below. Yeah, you know, it's I was surprised to actually uh, see this trailer yesterday night. And I was really surprised. I was kind of like, oh man, you know, when is this trailer gonna come out? You know, it's 3 months in. You know, 3 months before it comes out. It's like, please, just give us something. I don't care. It's like 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Just give us just bits so we can sort of like know what's going on with the movies. So to me, it seemed like it's right now. It's just they're in post production and they're kind of finishing up the thing, putting song, not song, but soundtrack, special effect, tweak there, something in the movies, editing stuff like that. You know, the thing that we as the audience never see the directors or the editors or the producer do behind at the end of the movies. I know because I I took a class in video production, so I know that there's editing, there's pre-production, production, post-production, and obviously to me they seem like they're at the post-production, they're doing all that. So usually, to me, I feel like when they're done with the movies, they're into that phase, and they're releasing trailers out to the public. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok, man. Uh, I was watching one of the trailers. They would say Thor Ragnarok. So definitely a rocking trailers for sure. Don't want to see any more trailers for sure because this is probably the best trailer I've seen so far in years. To be honest with you guys, this doesn't tell you anything. I keep saying repeating, but this is probably the way how you should do a trailer. Don't show anything. Give us a money shot. Give us the little bit of detail. Not so much detail, but just enough. Well done to the editors. Whoever that did that. Kudos to you. You did a good job. Uh, you should keep being an editors. Or directors. Maybe you should be a directors. But anyway, on that note, I want to thank you for your time and effort to watching my trailer and analysis of this trailer here. Definitely a fun one. So I'm gonna end on that note. Thank you for your time and effort to watching my review of this trailers. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. More content to come, of course. Thank you. Appreciate it. Peace.